Hello, beautiful people. Hi, hi, hi. So for today's reading, there's no one in here yet, but for today's reading, we're gonna do a collective reading, and then we are gonna do some donation-based readings as well, depending on how everything goes. But that is the goal for today. So this full moon and this super moon in Capricorn just happened. And I just gave a run through. We're going to be doing donation-based readings and a collective message for the energy. So let's see. What we getting from the moon. That is weird. I always make sure my cards are the right way, but whatever. All right, so we have a fiery climax approaches, which has been popping up in a lot of, not a lot of my clients' messages, but a few of them. This fiery climax has definitely been showing up pretty often, and I really just feel like that's symbolizing the ending but the new beginning type of thing. So a lot of us are approaching this point in time where we want to make things happen for ourselves, and we have these certain goals that we want to bring into fruition, these prayers that we've been putting out into the universe and asking for. And those are the type of things that we're kind of reaching the climax of our story. And it's funny because I was just talking to my husband about how you can reach the climax of your story by really focusing on your intentions. So focus your intentions right now and at this time, because this full moon, this super moon that just happened, is really about making your goals come true and making things happen for you. So focus yourself on that energy of this past super moon. And we're doing donation based readings, so feel free to ask questions as well in the chat, and then I'll get to those as well. And don't let pride get in the way. So when you're facing these different situations, don't really let your ego get in the way of making decisions. And sometimes that ego or that pride comes in the form of fear, and it says, well, I can't do this, I'm not capable of it. But the reality is you are. I'm gonna fix this light because it's like giving a shadow on the other side of my face. That's much better. So yeah, don't let pride get in the way. So don't let your ego get in the way of making your dreams come true. You're more than capable. And a fiery climax approaches. So things are really about to start changing for the better. There may be like the climax could potentially be like chaos or chaotic, and it could be an argument, but it is helping you to have potentially a breakthrough, a huge breakthrough, or an enlightening moment. So some people may be going through the dark night of the soul, where you are learning how to navigate through your darkness, your shadow, your ego, and kind of give yourself grace and say, well, I love all these pieces of me and all the pieces that need to be healed. I'll work on those pieces, but I accept myself fully as I am in this moment right now. And then nothing will come of this situation. This has a lot to do with self-talk and the way that you talk to yourself, the negative thoughts that you have, the worries that you obsess over. Nothing's going to come of that situation that is going to help you. So you kind of have to counteract your worries and say, this, if I feel that things can go wrong, I know that things can also go right. So let me focus more on the things that can go right so that I can welcome more of that right situation into my life. So that's with the Moonology deck. And let's go ahead and pick some Mystic Mondays. I don't have a problem with anyone. I promise. Homes in churches worldwide. God, family, all creation, family of God, family, all of us, messengers and watchers, family, peace. I'm sorry. I am honestly very confused about what that message means, but breathe easy, love. Breathe easy. All right. So let's see. Oh, the cards are falling out. Let's see what we got. So we got the Magician, we got the Emperor, we got the Fool, we got the Nine of Cups. Wow, this is a lot of energy already. I mean, I barely even shuffled the cards, and 4 cards already came out. So 4 is the number of hard work, dedication, making things happen for yourself, and really honestly focusing on those goals and your intentions, and knowing that you're supported when you're trying to make those dreams come true. A lot of us yesterday or last night might have seen orbs or energy or felt excess energy yesterday, and that is because there was a lot of energy from this full moon. And I feel like there kind of was a portal open, because I saw saw quite a bit of spirits yesterday. They were all good vibes, no bad vibes at all. I even caught one. If you follow me on Instagram, you might have seen me post one on my story last night, and you can see the orb. And it's just amazing to see these energies connected to this dimension as well at this time, and so thoroughly. Like, you can really see them at this time. So take it all in and really just embrace your supernatural abilities to see stuff that is not in this dimension, but to see across different dimensions. So you'll be getting a lot of signs right now. You'll be feeling a lot of support, and you will be tapping into these natural gifts and abilities that you have, but you weren't able to easily tap into before. So the emperor is telling me that it's kind of like embracing all parts of you, and that includes your shadow. You're allowing your shadow to play a part in your life as well, because you're finally accepting it, so you have more control over it. A lot of the time when we don't accept our shadow as a shadow, or we don't recognize it, or we don't listen to it, it ends up taking control of us, and you do not want that. So you want to face your shadow, say, I accept you as you are. Any places that need to be healed, I'll take part in that, and I will help heal you. But I do not want you controlling me anymore. And now that I'm aware, I can't be controlled. It's very much similar to narcissists in your life. And you don't notice they're a narcissist, but when you start to notice narcissistic behaviors, you're more aware of them. And you're not allowing narcissists to manipulate you as much as you would have if you weren't aware of the manipulation in the first place. So this awareness is incredibly powerful, because it's allowing us to really step into our light, to step into our truth, and be aware of just everything that's happening around us and within us. Jamie says, good morning, beautiful. Hi, how are you? It is 1 o'clock here, but if it's morning there, good morning to you. Good afternoon to everyone else. And Jamie, if you have any questions, I am taking donations today, whatever you can offer. And I have the same exact earrings. That's crazy. Oh my God, that is crazy. But yeah, I'm doing donation-based readings as well today. So if you have any questions, you can go ahead and ask them. And I have the links in the description box and super chat as well. But the emperor is saying you're really just embracing every single piece of you, and you're allowing the shadow to actually come out when it's necessary. Sometimes we hide the shadow because it makes us feel uncomfortable, but we have to get a little bit more comfortable with discomfort. It sounds weird when you say it, but we do have to get more comfortable with all that we are. We have to be willing to recognize that each part of us serves a purpose. Every single part of us serves a purpose. So don't put anything down and bury it because you need it at some point in your life. And I feel like that's exactly what the emperor is saying. It's saying you're being able to harness these different supernatural abilities, or these different things that are a part of you whenever you need them. The Fool says you are welcoming in a new phase in your life. You're trying out new things. Brianna says, hi, Lina. What are some? And that's the rest of the text. Brianna, I don't see anything else. Examples of shadow self. Oh, what are some examples of shadow self? Kind of like those triggers that you face sometimes when, let's say that you're out and your mother wasn't always kind to you when you were a child, and someone starts talking to you in your adult self while you're in your adult form, and they're talking to you like your mother used to talk to you, and it triggers you. That's your shadow self coming out. That's when you start losing control of yourself. And when you don't recognize that these past experiences play a part in your present life or your current life, that's your shadow. That's literally your shadow, because you haven't recognized it. So shadows are just pieces of you that you haven't recognized yet, you haven't faced yet, but have a lot of control over you in your current life. That's as easy as I can explain it. Just think of it as something that's hidden in the dark, but it's within you. That's the shadow. So that's something that we have to work on consciously and really put a lot of effort into. That's exactly what my book is about, getting into shadow work and working on yourself so that you can have more control over your life. But yeah, the Fool is taking on this new journey. And I really do feel like control is so important at this time. Having more control over yourself, meditating more often. You're welcome, Brianna. She said, thank you, so helpful. Just really acknowledging who you are and saying, I'm ready to take on this journey. I'm ready to be fully me. I'm ready to fully embrace the shell that I'm in right now. Just being willing to be ready and being willing to take that next step is what the Fool is representing today. Experiencing a new cycle. You see how 0 is the number for the Fool card. It's like the first card in the deck, and that's just saying new cycles, welcoming in new cycles into your life. And not that you will have the absence of fear. And I just posted something like this today, but the reminder is coming up. Bravery is not the absence of fear, but it's being willing to face fear and still move forward. So that's exactly the energy that you're going to have to harness at this time. Yes, it's going to be scary to step out of your comfort zone. Yes, it's going to be scary to do something new. Yes, it's going to be scary to look into your shadow self. But these are things that bring so much light, so much truth, so much joy, so much peace to you once you do the work. So be willing to face all of this. Can I send you money on PayPal for a love reading? Absolutely. The PayPal link is below, and this is donation based, so whatever you got to offer. And just let me know when you finish it. So yeah, this is incredible energy that we're dealing with right now. Just knowing that, oh wow, it's funny that you just asked for a love reading because I didn't even notice that this card was out. But that's cute. So 9 of Cups. This particular 9 of Cups in this deck is giving a loving energy, and I feel like it's really being able to be in harmony with your own energies instead of just someone else's energies. You being able to work with your own energies, accept all that you are, and feel complete. So 9 is really a number of completion. Being able to feel complete is so important. A lot of us feel incomplete each day, but the reality is if we can face each part of us and love each part of us, then we can feel more complete in our lives. So that is the energy that I'm also getting from 9 of Cups. And the Magician. Okay, so we've got the Magician right here, and this is just saying being able to harness your own magic. Once again, being in control of your life and your situation, meditating, practicing mindfulness, clearing out your energy, restoring your energy, charging your inner battery, all of that good stuff. And when you're manifesting, being in control of what you want in your life. Me and my husband, and I will get to your reading, Jamie. Go ahead and ask any question that you have so I can answer it after this. But just just being able to be more in control of your life, because a lot of us feel like we have no control over our life, but we really do. And that comes in the form of your mindset and your daily practices and all of that. So that stuff is very important to really say, what do I want in my life? Instead of just living without thinking of how you want to live your life, well, what do I want? What do I want to leave behind? What do I want my legacy to be? What do I want to accomplish today? Like being very intentional with every single day that you're living, you will start to notice how much more control you have over your life rather than you not having control over your life. So that's what you guys can do. To include myself, that's what I can do as well. And yeah, let's see what else the energy is with this moon that just passed. This Alice in Wonderland deck has been speaking to me lately, okay? And let me tell y'all how my guides were today. Let me just pause this reading for a little bit. My guides are so hilarious that when they want a message to come through, they really make sure it comes through. So I was shuffling 2 different cards today, 2 different decks. And the first deck, I think, was a fairy deck. Yep, it was a fairy deck. And angel number 10 and 11 came out. I was like, okay, but the numbers stood out to me. Like, I really noticed the numbers today. And then I was shuffling the journey, what is it called? Something's journey, the hero's journey deck. And the angel number 10 and 11 came out again. I was like, y'all ain't slick. I see the messages. You're saying I'm entering a new cycle. You're supporting me through this new cycle, that you're helping my dreams to come true, blah, 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 blah. Like, I understand what you guys are doing. So your guides are going to be very clear, very thorough at this time. Be willing to receive these messages. Jamie, what's your question? Did you want to send your question? I know you sent some on PayPal. Dude, I literally just was talking about this. I was just talking about this to you guys. I told you, guides are coming through right now. This says the right way, learning to create what you desire. I feel like I just need a mic and I need to drop it because we were just talking about this. And this is on live. You can't make this up. Okay. So, learning to create what you desire, being more control over your life and what you want to bring into your life, and your guides being loud as hell right now. Not to mention, this is angel number 21, which is also the representation of angel number 3, which is saying you have support. Here I am. Listen to me. So they're not playing today. Okay. So ask them some questions, ask your guides some questions. You're going to get some answers. It may come in the form of numbers. It's 122 right now. 4 or 5. So that's angel number 5. Big changes coming. Okay. It may come in the form of spirit animals. And y'all know I write about spirit animals very often. And I have a whole playlist dedicated to spirit animals on this YouTube channel. So you can check that out as well. And if you have any messages that you're getting but you don't understand them, feel free to book me through my website. It's in the description box, linamysticoracle.com. And right now I'm also doing donation-based readings, which is really nice for people who can't afford the full price of the readings. So Jamie is the first person I'm going to be reading today. Jamie says, when will I meet my true soulmate? Who might they be? I went through a lot of heartache. Hi, Teresa. I have been thinking about you. And it's been kind of weird. Like, I'm like, where's Teresa? I need to go live again so I can see Teresa. But hey, girl, I've been good. It's nice to see you too. Jamie says, I went through a lot of heartache in my life and I'm still trying to keep my heart from growing cold. I understand that. My grandmother and my mom passed away. I am so sorry for your loss. I also remind people when they do lose people that they also gain an angel. And that is very true. You do gain angels when people pass. I just had my uncle and my aunt pass, and it really mostly hurt me about my uncle because I just like, you know how some people you just never see passing away. It's really challenging. But the weird part is that they came to me and I was like, I haven't accepted that you passed away yet, so I don't want to hear this message. And I realized how selfish that was. And how they actually had something they needed me to relate to family as well. So I've been dealing with my own losses and I know how it can be very challenging. So Jamie wants to know when she'll meet her true soulmate. So Jamie, I'm not getting a direct time, but I am getting a lot of energy about just your healing, you know. So let me pick from the healer's deck. It says heal yourself, reading cards. I'm gonna pick from this deck. Yeah, Teresa, I remember when you lost your grandmother. I think I had told you something the day before or something, or around the time of her passing, and I told you she loved you, and you told me she was in the hospital, but she was communicating to me. So that was it's pretty awesome to know your grandmother sent you a message before she was fully gone. So let's see, Jamie. Okay, so Jamie, not to get all explicit, but Jamie must be a freak. Jamie, you've got the wild card, and I don't know why there's like a food on here. I swear my son did this, because what in the world? But you've got the wild card, which which tells me you are really wild. Like you're Miss Freak Nasty over here. And then you got the sexual arts card, which says that you're an Aries. Yeah, it's fire in the bed, okay? But yeah, so it doesn't seem like any of the sexual energy that you have is a problem. I don't know if you've ever wondered that. Like, are you not sexually pleasing or whatever? You definitely are. You definitely are. Because that message definitely came through. That was a little explicit. I wasn't expecting that. So love. Let's see what this love card means. Let's read more about what this means so I can... Where the hell is the... This is what happens when you have a child. Stuff is missing. Okay, I'm gonna just take it as a sign to just read it intuitively because I'm gonna fight my son when he gets home. Because there's definitely supposed to be a book in there. Let's see. All right, so this is kind of what I was thinking when your cards first came out, that there is a lot of energy that you have to work with within your own energy first. I don't know if you faced like childhood abuse, or if love was kind of like an issue in your childhood. You felt a lack of love and like you were looking for attention elsewhere. But the High Priestess coming out with the love, the wild, and the sexual arts card. The thing is, I'm a trans woman, and people I've tried dating in the past only saw me as a fetish. Okay, that's very unfortunate. That's so stupid. Like, people really get on my nerves when they have like these fetishes and they are only with people based on that. My dad was an alcoholic and was never really close to him. Okay. So that kind of makes sense, like with the childhood abuse in a sense, or childhood missing something from your childhood. So that makes sense with the energy that I was tuning into earlier. With the High Priestess, though, this is specifically telling me that you have to work with your own energy right now. And it's kind of like a blessing that you haven't found someone for long term, because it could potentially be toxic, because there's a lot of healing that needs to be done right now within you. A lot of childhood healing, a lot of like these pieces that you have where you feel like they're empty and they weren't really filled. I feel like that's going to have to come from you first before you get into a relationship. And this is a lot of the same energy that I've been feeling with quite a bit of my clients lately. Yeah, the Ten of Pentacles is telling me that there's a lot and you're going to kind of have to navigate through it and balance it. You see how this is like stacked all up on each other. This is telling me that you're dealing with a lot emotionally and mentally. And a relationship can kind of just be another thing that you might have to deal with, and could be too overwhelming and drain you. I feel like this energy that you already have is kind of drained. Your energy is kind of empty right now. Think of yourself as a battery. I always tell my clients, think of yourself as a battery. Have you been recharged? Are you charged enough? So much so that somebody can take part in your energy right now. For you personally, I'm not feeling that you are ready for that. I've been going through a worker comps case, so it's kind of hard. I've been healing the past few months. Yeah, there's a lot of healing that for sure needs to be done here. Just heartache, pressure, expectations of what you're supposed to be. Like when you were bringing up fetish, I feel like when there's a fetish, there's this expectation of what you're supposed to be, and you kind of start living to that expectation, but it's not fully you. So get in tune with your own energy and what you feel you should be, what you feel that you are, instead of what this fetish that other people have when it comes to you is supposed to be. Brianna said, may I ask another question? Brianna, did you ask a question? Yeah, if it has to do with everybody, then yeah. If it has to do with you, then I'm taking donations for readings. Okay, so Jamie, let's get into this energy. Okay, so I'm seeing the sexual arts card right now, and I'm also seeing your sacral chakra. This is your chakra of kind of like confidence, very similar to your solar plexus. Confidence, creativity. So I feel like you really should be exploring who you are, because I don't feel like you fully understand who you are at this time, which makes it complicated when you're dating because you don't know who to be on the date. So when you can figure out, and that's funny because I saw the orange while I was closing my eyes. I don't know if you guys can see it, but when you see your higher self, what does she embody? You know, what is her energy? What do you look like as your higher self? What do you take part in? Where do you place your energy? Who do you talk to? Who do you hang around? Who's your tribe? Okay, these are things that I want you to kind of focus on as you're going through your healing experience. Let's see what that is. Four of Pentacles. Wow. Okay, I've never gotten this message from the Four of Pentacles ever. But for you, this is very clear. Just look at it. you see how the card is clearly upside down, but it's still balanced? For you, you want to get to a place where things are turned upside down and you're still balanced and you're still grounded and you're still well. So that is where you should be focusing before you get into a relationship. Jamie says, I usually paint and I went through an awakening a little under a year ago. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure you're going through another one right now. Yeah. And lost all my friends. I donated through your site. Not sure it went through. My question can be general though. What is the best way to improve psychic connection abilities? Okay, I'll help you out, Brianna. And let me know if it's Brianna or Brianna. Okay, so if it's Brianna, can you put like a O? If it's Brianna, put Anna. Just so I say it right, because I feel disrespectful when I don't pronounce people's names right. My biological name is Perline, and people call me Pearline, and it makes me want to fight. So, so yeah, Jamie, focusing on being able to be grounded. So I want to suggest to you meditating more, journaling more, and painting more. Like you said, you like to paint. Painting more, but painting with a story. What is your story in this painting? The top thing that you really should be focusing on, though, is who you are. Once you figure out who you are, you'll know who you're trying to attract. But you have to figure out who you are first. That is why your date life is kind of like shaky right now, because you know how you said people are fetishizing you. I feel like in a way you are feeding into that fetish because you're trying to fulfill the needs of the significant other that you're taking parts in. So that's kind of like counterproductive when you're trying to attract the lover that you do want. And I do feel like you were so capable of finding someone who fully accepts you as you are, fully. And you are so, like, the word that I keep hearing for you is fluid. You're a fluid individual. So try to explore that fluidity. Try to explore how fluid you are and how you're not in a box. You are not in a box. You are not a fetish. You are a wonderful spirit. And tap more into that. Tap more into that before you start looking. And I also feel like at this time, you don't need to be looking for anybody. There will be people that come out. But I also feel like you need to fall in love with who you are first. That's the energy that I'm getting, because you're just going to keep attracting people who I want to say don't unconditionally love you, or don't unconditionally understand you, I guess, because you still haven't understood your own energy. Jamie says, that's what happened with my first awakening. What happened? Brianna says, both are fine. Americans usually say Brianna. I'm in Canada. I say, okay, it's Brianna. So I'll call you Brianna. Jamie says, I saw who I was truly in the mirror. And that's exactly what an awakening is. Anybody who has a question about an awakening, it is when you finally understand yourself, you find yourself. Now, the reason why we will have multiple spiritual awakenings is because we are always reinventing ourselves. As we should always be growing. So it's exciting when you go through that first spiritual awakening. You're like, oh, I know who I am. And then a little down the road, you stop grounding yourself. You start doing your artistic abilities. You stop doing the things you love, and you start doing what the world expects of you. And then you start getting into the real world, which is really not real. It's just a matrix. And you lose yourself again. So you have to reinvent yourself again, and then you find yourself, and it's another spiritual awakening. And just the cycle keeps going. And it's because we're growing. We are growing. It's just like winter, spring, summer, fall. It's like the seasons. So yeah. Jamie says, it happened after I felt suicidal after a bad break, and I tried to drive off the parkway, but something stopped me that night. And when I got home and everything around me felt still. Yes, I've heard a lot of experiences like that. I've had my own suicidal experience where I literally heard in my head, it's not your time yet. And I was like, bro, but I just took all these pills. Like, what's going to happen? This was like 10 years ago, maybe more than 10 years ago. I was like, I'm not looking forward to dealing with the consequences for trying to commit suicide and knowing it's not going to work. Like, I knew it wasn't going to work after I took all those pills. Had a stomach ache, and I was like, I hate myself even more right now. And I kind of have like a laughing moment to myself. Like, I gotta figure it out. I gotta figure it out. And it's kind of like another step that led me to this journey I'm on right now. Brianna, I'm going to get to you, I promise. Teresa says, I love your live reading so much. Your truth reading or the individual resonates with the whole group. Well, it does for me. I think that's why some people come in at the time that they do. And it's because the message is for them. So thank you guys that do donate, because it's kind of like you're asking a question, but you know it's going to resonate with someone else who's watching the video at the time that they are. So you're contributing to a massive amount of people, and that's beautiful. I looked into the mirror randomly, and I felt like my soul was telling me that I deserve to be happy. And that's exactly what you deserve, Jamie. That's exactly what you deserve. That's what we all deserve. No matter what decisions were made in the past, no matter who we were in the past, today we deserve to be happy, especially when we're trying to make decisions for the better of ourselves and others. Jamie says, and I never had a thought cross my mind that when I go through depression like that. Yeah, depression is very difficult. And once you experience depression one time, it's kind of like it creeps up. I wouldn't say easily, but it's always in the corner. Like, you can look in your peripherals and you're kind of like see it sometimes and feel it. And it's scary because you're like, I don't want to be there anymore. All right. So, Jamie, I hope this reading really helped you. We talked about really focusing on yourself and your own energy right now and experiencing your spiritual awakening. And I feel like I want to say within the next 2 to 3 months, you're going to be experiencing like a massive soul regeneration. I don't know what that word, like, I don't know why I said that word. It's kind of like a renewal. So your spirit is going to be renewed, and it's going to really help you to understand yourself. And that's what I see, you understanding yourself. I don't see anything about someone else. I see it all you, and being so in love with yourself that you feel complete, that you don't feel like you're missing anything, but you just feel complete. So thank you, Jamie, for your donation. And like I said, I really hope it helped. And you did say it did, so I'm glad about that. Brianna, girl. Okay, let's see what you said. Where you at? Okay. What is the best way to improve psychic connection and abilities? I love this question because it's something that I'm exploring a lot myself as well. I do want to say that a lot of it has to do with grounding yourself. It all starts with grounding yourself, like for real. The more you can be grounded, the easier your messages will come through. So the truth is, every single one of us are psychic. Every single one of us are connected. Every single one of us. I blamed my son, and the book was right here. Those of you who were here like 10 minutes ago, I literally blamed my son for the book not being in here, and it's right here. I feel stupid, but yeah, so anyway, ground yourself. And it's so sad. Like, it's so sad that was right there. I really take it as a sign. And I said that as soon as I couldn't find the book. I was like, I'm just going to take this as a sign to intuitively figure out what this card means. And I'm glad I did, because that's kind of embarrassing. Like, that book was sitting right there this whole time, and none of y'all told me, like, but it was a sign to figure it out myself. So that is kind of how your intuition will work. It'll lead you away, or sometimes you won't be able to see certain things because you're meant to see something a different way. But the way that you can tell your intuition is speaking to you, and you have to know this, is by it doesn't come with an explanation. Fear comes with an explanation, but your intuition doesn't come with an explanation. It's more like a because I said so type of thing, or because I can feel it, because I know it. And it's an actual physical feeling that you experience. It's a smell that you experience, just a truth that you experience. And you're like, well, how do I know that this is right for me? And it's because I know. It's just a because I know. But fear is like, because this is gonna happen, or that could happen, and this and that and that and that and that, and 100 reasons why. That's your fear. So developing your intuition takes a lot of grounding, a lot of being honest with yourself, and being able to, like we discussed earlier, being able to tell the difference between your shadow self, which is a lot of the times your ego and your fear, versus your spirit, which is your intuition and your inner knowing and your connection to divine alignment. So I recommend meditation for one. That's a great way to ground yourself. Playing outside often, even going outside in the rain, just connecting to nature, and it can really help your psychic abilities. Number three is getting divination tools such as tarot cards, oracle cards that actually tell you what the card means. I always tell people, if you're trying to get into these tools, you want something that explains what it means. But if you really want to develop your intuition and you want to develop it fast, get a deck like this that you can't tell what the heck none of these cards mean. Write what you think it means, and then look up in the book what it means, and you will start to see that your intuition is developing. But that's only for people who are really ready to trust themselves at that time. If you don't feel like you can trust yourself yet and you feel like fear will get in the way, then just dive into it a little bit at a time. But prayer really helps, meditation really helps, grounding outside helps, eating healthy. Like, I never thought that that would work that much better, but when I started eating much healthier, spiritual insights came in, I want to say hundreds of times a day, where I would have visions of the day before. I still have that, and I don't eat as healthy, but I do eat fairly healthy because I have to with my GI disorder. So yeah. Jamie, I probably will be on here till like 3 o'clock, 3:15, maybe. I don't know. I mean, that's kind of optimistic, but but this video will still be available after I get off. So we'll see you soon. But yeah, so does that kind of answer your question, Brianna? Sorry. Just really grounding yourself, connecting to yourself is the best way to develop your psychic abilities. Another way is to be around a group of people that are also working on their spiritual development. Reading books and supernatural books is a really good way as well, and just trying to believe more in the supernatural and supernatural abilities will also help you as well, because you're starting to see that your intuition can be a real thing. Let's see if I answered the other part. Oh, Shaniqua asked a question too. Okay. Girl, I got you. I just saw your question, but I see it now. So are you still in here, Shaniqua? Brianna said, I love that advice. Looking into new tarot cards. It did help. Thank you so much. Okay, perfect. Perfect. Another thing is third eye meditations. I forgot to say that. Third eye meditation specifically can be incredibly powerful. So looking up third eye, chakra music, getting a Reiki attunement actually does help as well. I know one of my clients, she's getting a lot of weird, like she's seeing auras now, and she's seeing all types of stuff because she gets Reiki with me every week, because I have a membership that's $50 a month, and it allows people to get 4 services with me each month. So she gets 4 Reiki services per month, and every time she's telling me some new stuff that she sees or she experiences, and it's beautiful. I love seeing clients' growth, y'all. It makes me feel so happy because I worked so hard to be where I am right now spiritually, and just to see that I'm helping other people on their journey, it makes me feel so happy. It really makes me feel so happy. So Shaniqua is in here, and I really hope I'm saying your name right. I always hope I'm saying someone's name right, because I hate when people mispronounce my name. I've actually heard Lina before, and I'm like, the devil's a lie. So Shaniqua says, I have been having dreams for the past weeks. I dreamed of being amongst lions, owls, and definitely a yellow and white snake. They did not attack me, but just interacting with me. Shaniqua, all I'm hearing is this is a sign that you can actually connect and channel spirit guides. I'm seeing particularly like a memory from, and I'm gonna put my computer on do not disturb because what in the world? But I'm seeing a memory from childhood, like talking to a dog. I don't know what that's about. Um, my husband and I just found out we were expecting two, so my dreams are more vivid. Shaniqua says that is right, and you're saying that I pronounce your name right. I don't know what you're saying is right. I'm trying to use context clues, but I can't remember everything I said. But I do see specifically a memory as a child speaking to a dog. And I don't know if that is maybe my intuition's way of telling me that you can speak to animals. But I also really feel like those animals are protecting you. Like those are the spirit animals that are protecting you. So the owl is a representation, a lot of wisdom. And I also have in-depth video about the owl and about snakes on this YouTube channel that you can check out on the spirit animals playlist. I say a lot. I gotta stop. But let's see. The owl is definitely representing wisdom. The snake is representing um hmm. The snake is representing power. I really feel like power and joy. Power and joy and a clean slate as well is the energy that I'm getting. For the lion, that is power as well. In fact, I feel like you have a ability to, and I'm seeing the strength card, this is why I'm assuming this. You have the ability to calm even the most angry souls. Like your touch, your voice, your energy is just incredibly healing and calming, and it makes me feel happy, it makes me feel healthy when I think about it. So this is some really good energy. These different animals that you saw are a representation of yourself and the spirit animals that are protecting you on your journey. Shaniqua says yes. I really don't know what the yes is for. The psychic doesn't know what the yes means. I laugh at myself all the time. But yeah, this energy is some really good energy. You have a way of connecting to animals. I also see a memory of my own where a squirrel knocked on my door. This is a real memory I have. Animals always come to my door. They knock on it. If they're injured, they come in. Geese have walked into me and my husband's apartment. A hedgehog came into our house when we had one. It's just been crazy. And I feel like you have that same ability to connect with animals because you're a natural healer. And I also see angel number 3 a lot for you. Like that number just keeps popping up. It's 3. And that is a representation of your guides and a lot of spirit guides. A lot of spirit guides. Let's see. And some reason I'm seeing the number J. Shaniqua said my name is correct. Okay, so I've been saying her name right. Cool. Okay. So let's use some cards. I don't even think I shuffled any cards. I think I was just pulling out your energy. The Fool. The Fool is probably representing all the lovers. You got the lovers. That is such a good card to get, Shaniqua. That is giving healing energy once again. Like you have this incredible duality healing energy where you are able to see light and dark as one. Not really separate, but as one. And you are able to navigate through those, which is why the snake is appearing. You have a way of navigating through emotions, and you help other people navigate through their emotions. And I'm also seeing angel number 11 for you. Now I'm starting to speak faster because I'm seeing a lot of stuff. I see a job that would be great for you is working with children, social worker type of job. My sister passed in January, and the path number for her is 3. Oh, that's so sweet. I'm sorry for your loss. You also gained an angel for sure. The lovers. I'm still feeling this energy. It's this snake. This snake is so the word I used for Jamie was fluid. And that is literally the energy of the snake as well. It's like these readings connect. Shaniqua, this snake is showing me how fluid you can be with emotions. You are like all of the cups cards. You can navigate through emotions and help other people navigate through theirs as well. So jobs such as working as a therapist, working with children as a teacher, working as a counselor, a social worker, these jobs are really good for you. Just leadership jobs are really good for you because you have a way of understanding people. You see people as a whole, and you can see different pieces of people, but you see them as a whole. And you kind of know, and it's very weird, but you know where people should be in their life. And you can look at someone and be like, they should totally be, they should be a nurse. Like, I can see it. They should be a nurse. Your intuition is very natural for you. It's just natural. And I'm not even sure that you know it, but your intuition is so natural that you do routines and stuff, and you just know that you should be doing it. Let's see what else you get. The Fool is definitely having to do with starting your new journey with your husband and having a kid, or you being pregnant. So this is a new journey that you should look forward to. I feel like you would be really great as a mother. You would do very well with your child because you have a way with children as well, and that you have a way with pure spirits. Pure spirits. You really understand pure spirits. It's almost like you're childlike as well. You still embrace your inner child. You're still fun. I see like this image of you just flowing in the wind. It's like you're a flower child. Indigo child, flower child. This is the type of energy that I'm getting from you. Shaniqua says, wow, this is confirmation. I'm grateful that it is. I'm actually literally getting hot right now because it's so much spiritual insights coming through for you. But this snake really stands out. It really just stands out. It seems like the snake is tattooed on you, almost as if the snake is a part of you. And a lot of people are scared of snakes. And I explain more in depth of what snakes symbolize on your journey in one of my spirit animal videos for the snake. But this snake is just a way of navigating, a way of being resourceful, a way of drawing in energy without, sucking up someone's energy, but you draw in divine energy. You draw from source rather than, and it's really, really similar to Reiki, how we do not take away anyone's energy. We give energy. We don't take our own energy away and give it to someone. We take energy from source. We are gifted energy from source, and then we put that into others. And that is the ability, the natural ability that you have. Not specifically Reiki, but that is a type of healing that you do just by being in people's presence, because you are continuously drawing an energy from God. And it's either something that has to do with your bloodline, your family. It's just a natural, innate ability that you have. It could be your life path number. Once again, I told you I saw 11, so that could be why. I don't know if that's your life path number, but that is, whew, girl, this energy is strong. You have some really incredible healing powers, almost as if you can heal your own self. Like, let's say you went to the hospital before and you're trying to tell them what was going on, but they don't see anything. It's because you're naturally healing yourself. That is the type of energy that I see from you. And it's incredible. It is absolutely incredible. I mean, I love this energy because it's not easy to heal yourself. I just figured it out. You're giving shaman healing powers. You're literally giving shaman healing powers. I think you should look into becoming a shaman. Maybe we can go to shaman school together. We can be classmates. But that's the energy that I'm getting. And where do we even start? Your dream, should you be concerned about it? No. You should not be concerned about it at all. This is a good dream that you had. The lions representing power, the owls representing inner wisdom, the yellow and white snake symbolizing so much, and we kind of got into that already. But you're saying they didn't attack me, but they were interacting with me. They are a representation of you and how you're connected to everything, and how everything that happens in your life is connected to something else. Did you ask something else? I swear I saw you ask something else. You said Jamie has beautiful energy. Yes, she does. Should I be concerned about that dream? Nope. All right. You're welcome, Shaniqua. Does anybody else have any questions? while I'm waiting on you all to send your questions in, OMG, you're the second person to say shaman. Girl, you know what I do. You know how I do. Just be on point, you know. But yeah, you should be a shaman. Don't wait for the third person to tell you, okay? Don't wait for the third person, because just go do it. Just go do it. I've been told multiple times too that I should be a shaman. I instead did Reiki. So yeah, girl, what does my higher self want me to know right now? Ooh, girl, let's use this witch deck. Let's see. Let's use this witch deck. Y'all about to be the only ones that know this. But those of you who have been around for a long time know that I do music, or I used to. And I'm putting together a healing album, 432 hertz. I'm excited. I'm so excited. All right, let's see what we got for you, Teresa. Ooh. Teresa, the energy. Let me just show you these two cards real quick. These two cards are giving everything right now. I know that light did not just turn off. Girl, you better tell your ancestors not to be in my home right now. I ain't playing with you. I know that light did not just turn off. Y'all had to have seen that. I'm the only one at home. Don't play with me, Teresa. I think that was your grandmother. No, for real. Like, I really think that was your grandmother. I know y'all saw that. See, this is a life of a psychic medium. I can't even do. So it looks like we're gonna have to do a reading to ask what your grandmother wants you to know as well, because she just showing up. So there goes that. Anyway. She said, no way I saw that. What? She does that! Exclamation marks, like 5 of them. That's crazy. So if that has been happening to you, that's clearly your grandmother trying to say, hey, I'm here. And I can't believe she just invaded my personal space and did that. Grandma straight, great gangsta. Okay, she's gangsta. Teresa says she did that at my mom's house on her birthday. That is crazy. I'm definitely uploading this to the YouTube channel because I never want to forget this. Your grandmother is a gangster, okay? She's like, forget what you got going on, what you was about to say. I'm coming up in here and she gonna know it's me. She showed me a pearl ring again too, by the way. So Ace of Cups and something about a necklace. Ace of Cups. So this is saying you have a lot of power in your hands. A lot of power. I mean, even the Empress coming out at the same time. The Empress is incredibly powerful. This crown that she has just shows how strong her crown chakra is and how she can connect to the divine and receive messages. Something about your dreams. Have you been seeing passed on loved ones in your dreams or something? Something about a door in your dreams. And the color blue. Okay. So sometimes I look off in space, y'all, and I'm just trying to see stuff. Whatever my spiritual insights are. It's getting real ghetto around here. Like, I just heard a banging on my door, and I know that wasn't a person because that wasn't a banging person type of thing. Teresa, you got a lot of ancestors going on over here, okay? The Empress, lot of power, being able to connect. Teresa says lots of vivid dreams. Yeah, I can definitely see that. There's something about fertility in this reading as well. I don't know what's going on with that, but there is something about fertility as well right now, being extra fertile, and how easy it is for you to create right now, to create something. Create something. Is it writing? I see a book. Okay, I'm really gonna have to like focus. So there's writing and there's a book. There's a blog. There's do you watch something called like Spiritual Encounters or something? I keep hearing Spiritual Encounters, Spiritual Encounters. I think that's actually a show. I'm gonna need clear messages, guys. I'm gonna need clear messages that I understand. I hear ringing in my ears. That is another sign that your ancestors are with you. That you're getting downloads. Downloads is something I'm hearing too. You're getting spiritual downloads. There is ringing in my left ear. It's pretty clear that it's there, but I know it's not my ringing. It's not for me. So there's ringing in your ears. You're getting spiritual encounters, strange moments, strange dreams, strange encounters. Supernatural again is coming up. There's a lot of supernatural stuff going on too with a lot of people. Teresa says, I always hear ringing. Yeah, those are spiritual downloads, Teresa. That is when you really just stop what you're doing and you try to tune into that energy so you can figure out what it is. Teresa says, I keep seeing shadows out of the side of my eye. I'm pretty sure that's your grandmother. I'm pretty sure that's your grandmother. And there's someone that used to drink tea that passed on. Like, I just see like this mug, it's warm, and something about crochet. I'm like, okay, what does that even mean? What's this crochet? So someone who used to do crochet that passed on as well, that is supporting you. I don't know if that is actually your grandmother or someone else, but I also see crochet being a thing as well. And this is Teresa says that's my grandmother too. Yeah. So your grandmother's just letting you know, hey, I'm here. Got something to tell you, girl. So Teresa, let me know. Are you manifesting a creative job? Because I keep hearing something about creating fertile energy, wanting to create, and I kind of see you running it yourself. Page of Pentacles is also seeing that you were trying to create something and you have all the power that you can. You have all that you need to create it. I'm hearing something about a chain. Is there something like a chain, something that you want to own? Maybe your family owns a chain restaurant. There's something about entrepreneurship coming on. Teresa says she made me a blanket and she showed me in a meditation that that blanket is an invisibility shield. Ooh, yes. I love that. I love that. Teresa says, yeah, wanting to create a business out my home. Girl, do that. Look at all these cards that you're getting. The Empress, you can clearly do it. You can run it. Ace of Cups, you got this. Your cup runneth over. But I'm also getting a sign. Finish up your business plan. Finish up a business plan. When you do that, you can look for angel investors. You can look for investors. Or to have my theater. I'm all over the place as usual. Girl, me too. I am too. I have so many business venture ideas. I've been doing entrepreneurship since I was like 9. I was a professional actress at 9 years old and I was just racking up checks. Okay. I told y'all I was in House of Cards. I didn't really like Kevin Spacey. Don't tell nobody, but I didn't really like him. I thought he was like the type of guy that tries to make jokes and he's really not funny. It was like cringe every time he made a joke. I was like, you should probably stick to your script, honey. I don't normally like to judge people, but honey, that ain't it. No. But yeah. So all over the place. There I am. So this is saying that your venture can come true. Something about you looking for funding, but having to have like a business plan or a plan actually set in place. And business plans are not as hard as you think. I just finished my first business plan and it took me 8 weeks to do it, but I was actually in a business plan class where I had to develop one of them, and it was very helpful. So if you need help with that, feel free to email me, linamysticoracle at gmail.com, and I can kind of send you some links and stuff that I learned from my class so that you can understand entrepreneurship better. I got you, girl. I got all y'all. So your cup will run over when you do this venture. This is a really good business venture that I'm seeing. And you hadn't even told me about a business, but that was the big energy that I was getting here. And I think your grandmother is the one that's leading you to do it. I feel like she wanted to start a business venture, but she didn't. And she's, I kind of want to say living vicariously through you now at this point, and not where you have to make her goals come true, but she just, Teresa, your grandmother is going off. I have had enough. This has not been happening this whole time. This has not been happening this whole time. Your grandmother keeps turning off my light and turning it back on. This is getting out of control. Jamie says, "Hey, I'm back." Jamie, let me tell you, Teresa's grandmother just came all in here, turned off my light twice, and then had some banging going on my door. Like, hey, let her know, let her know. I just raised my computer brightness when I saw your light go on. So this is weird. I'm going to have to rewatch this because it's actually kind of funny. But whew, Teresa says, OMG, she's a sassy lady. Yeah, she is. I also think that was a sign that she was saying, yep, you're on point. I had a business venture and I wanted it to come true. I'm not necessarily trying to live Teresa's life, but I'm trying to let her know she can live her life. Okay, so that's kind of the message that I'm getting from her. Live your life and make your dreams come true. This is your dream. Write it down, make it tangible, hold it in your hand, read it, feel it, envision it, visualize, light some candles on it, and all that good stuff. Bring some good energy into this, make it tangible. And there's something about, Teresa, did you have a break with like a friend or something? Like a break up with a friend or something? Jamie, of course you can donate again for another question. Absolutely. There's something about a breakup with a friend. Did you break up or something? Is there a break going on? I feel like either you just broke up with a friend or something or somebody, or you need a break. No, I just have a hard time maintaining friendships. Okay. Okay. So let me try to explain how my intuition showed me what I saw. I guess I can put like these two together. So it's like this, and then imagine like a squiggly line, like a break. Actually, look on my book. You see how this is? That's what I saw, but not a heart. It was like I felt two different energies, and they were on separate sides. That was what I saw, and I was like, "Well, what is that?" But I felt like it was a breakup or something. Like I have, Teresa says, like I have my three main people, and I want my extended family, but I never reached out. Oh, Teresa, what's going on with your uncle, girl? Jamie says, just finished sending it again. Thank you, girl. I got you. Go ahead and send your question. I'm still reading Teresa a little bit. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. What is going on with your uncle? Jamie says, all good. Which uncle? When I say crazy uncle, which one you think about? How many brothers does your mom have? Now I got text messages coming through and stuff. She says, LOL, I know. My mom has two. I'm trying to think. I don't know which one. Is there one that might be potentially balding or has thin hair? The crazy uncle is on my dad's side. All I see is an uncle. He looks like he has thin hair or something. And I just see him like rambling on, just like, I think this uncle drinks Dos Equis. Is that how you say it? Dos Equis? Like beer? Jamie says all our crazy uncles come from dad's side. That's funny. Teresa said yes. Okay, Teresa, what we saying yes to? One of your uncles does have like thinning hair or something. I don't know what I'm seeing. He drinks that. Oh, okay. Which uncle is that? On your dad's side or your mom's side? I literally saw that beer. I was like, okay, this uncle clearly drinks Dos Equis. Your mom's. Okay, so it was definitely on your mom's side because I wasn't feeling your dad's side. When you said dad's side, I was like, no. And your mom's side is the grandmother that passed. I'm trying to feel all the energy that she's giving me. I'm assuming this is your grandmother's son. Is the grandmother that is here that gave you something with a pearl on it? Is she the one that was your mom's mom? Yes, that's my mom's mom. Okay. All right. So this is hard, y'all. It's so much energy. Okay. So with that grandmother, that means that that's her son. Did you guys have a break from him? Is that break potentially him that you had a break from? Maybe you don't talk to him as much. Maybe he's a little bit more distant. He seems angry. Yes, he will not speak to any of us. Okay. So that's why your grandmother's showing me him. Okay. I keep seeing him like, so I'm going to describe how I see him. I see him with hair thinning. I think he does drugs. He got physical with my mom when grandma died. I think I remember something like this. I think I remember you telling me something like this about an uncle that got, or somebody that got physical with your mom. Oh my God, I remember because the energy was so weird. And I was like, I'm going to have to go cleanse myself after connecting to his energy. I was like, I'm going to have to go cleanse myself. Do you remember that? I remember now. Your grandmother literally just showed me a memory. She was actually her energy was in the corner of my room when I was doing this. I was in a blue room at my parents' house. Teresa says, I remember. Okay, so, why are you even showing me this man again? Oh, this is actually good, Teresa. It looks like he might come around. The Lover's card is showing me that he might actually come around. He might apologize. He might make amends. Or that's what he's feeling and your grandmother can see it. It feels like he recognizes that he was losing a screw or something. And I don't know why I keep seeing a wagon. There's a wagon behind him, a wagon, like one of them that goes to a car, but it's like the wheels are back and it's up like this. There's a wagon and a truck. I'm seeing like a truck, a pickup truck. Maybe a white pickup truck. I don't know what color it is, but I see him trying to make amends. Did he leave the country or something? Grandma, why are you showing me this? I'm trying to understand. I think she wants you to know so that you can have peace with yourself. He had all of those objects when the last time I saw him. Oh, okay. So she's trying to show me a connection. Okay. That's making sense. Thank you for clearing that up. Whew. She's trying to let me know that his spirit recognizes the mistakes he's made. But physically, I don't see an apology, but I see one spiritually. I see making amends spiritually. But what does that mean for you guys, you know? I think that's allowing you to, we've wronged him in some way and won't tell us what we've done wrong or how to change. What I'm getting is maybe you guys got some money or something and he ain't like that. Like when your grandmother passed, maybe y'all got something that he wanted. That's the type of frustration that I'm feeling. But I think he realizes that he recognizes that he wasn't grieving the way that other people were. So he was grieving in a way that material objects meant something to him. Teresa says, that makes sense. I see her helping with his spirit. She also says, yes, we all got money. Okay. Yeah, Jamie, I can do a mediumship reading for you. So, Teresa. His spirit is sending apologies, but I don't know if I see one physically. So where does that leave you guys, your family, in a weird place? I think your grandmother wants you to make amends with that situation, and you guys fully as a family to make amends with that situation, because family falls short a lot. And none of us are perfect. And I feel like she's reminding, none of us are perfect, but we do love each other. And that doesn't mean you ever have to accept your uncle back into your life. That doesn't mean that he needs to come back into your life or anything. I'm seeing 111. That doesn't mean that you need to let him in. That just means I can be at peace with the past and the situation and that happened. And I can keep moving forward in my life instead of wondering how I wronged him or why he ended up this way. Those things cannot be answered. He's still trying to answer those things himself. So yeah, I think this is more like I just want you to be at peace with this situation now. I don't want you to hold on to it anymore. It's been, seeing the number 2, maybe 2 years. It's been coming up 2 years, something about 2, maybe February. I don't freaking know. But I'm seeing something about 2. It's like we're coming up to, I don't know what it is. And I want you all to hear each other's spirit. And I think that her spirit is communicating between you all and him to you all. So she is still a moderator. She's still a mediator for you and your family. Okay. Girl, that was a lot of energy and I feel like it was really in depth. Laura says, hi, Lina. So happy you're going live again. Yes, I finally am. Party. I'm excited because I've been wanting to do this for a long time, but I'm gonna be honest with y'all, fear got in the way. I was like, I don't know if I'm still as strong anymore because I wasn't meditating like an hour as I used to, and I wasn't eating as healthy. So I was like, I don't know if I can do this anymore. So, we as psychics, we as healers go through the same thing everybody else goes through. We have doubts, we have fears, all that stuff, and we have to overcome them. Teresa said, LOL, Grandma Chloe hijacked my reading. Thank you. Nice to hear from her. Yeah, girl, I don't even remember what your question was, to be honest, but your grandmother was like, hey, I'm here. All she need to hear is what I got to say. I was like, okay, excuse me. Just don't mess with my light no more. In fact, I want to turn it off because I feel like she's still here and she's messing around with me. So it would be even weirder if she turned off my light again. Like, I just don't feel like dealing with that. And that light has never turned off before. So, Teresa, that's definitely your grandmother. Laura, I can't believe you missed that. So now we're about to get into Jamie's second reading. Jamie. Ooh, Laura's got a question too. Laura, I got you right after Jamie. Jamie wants to know, would you do a medium reading about my grandmother or mom that just passed instead of the psychic ability question I had from before? Let's see, what was this? I want to know more about my spiritual gifts. Do you do readings on those? You know what, girl? I'm going to hook you up. I'm going to do both. Okay. So we're going to hit you with the spiritual gifts because I feel like this probably is a message from your grandmother and your mother anyway, like wanting you to know your spiritual gifts, because that is a way for them to connect with you. And I just knew I was going to need this life purpose deck. I looked at my cards and I was like, I'm probably going to need this life purpose and this mediumship deck, because my guides have been trying to make me connect more to spirits on the other side again. But I've been seeing so many of them walking around. I'm like, I don't feel like dealing with y'all. And then Teresa's grandmother just turning off the light and crap. I ain't got time for this. But no, spirits are really fun, to be honest. Those of us who are scared of spirits is because we're not fully aware of our own spirit and how our body is just a shell. That's it. It's just a shell. So let's see, what are your spiritual gifts? Jamie, do you have tarot cards? I feel like you can read tarot. Just saying. She says she does. I read tarot and oracle. That was like one of the first things I saw. That actually didn't come out of this deck, but that's what I saw, that you read tarot. So, and it's funny you said, but I'm not the greatest at it, because what I'm getting, like the download that I'm getting, is because you need to be more creative with it. You do not have to follow the book. Like, just follow your creativity. So creative expression, your soul longs to express itself creatively. So when you're reading tarot, pull out a card, write down what you think it means, and be creative. Look at the different details that you see. Laura says she's a jack of all trades. Tarot is super intuitive. Yes, it is. Spiritual teacher. So Jamie, it seems like you just be out here guiding people. It says you heal with your classes, sessions, and seminars. Are you a boss or something? It's giving very much leader, but I don't look at myself like a leader, but I am a leader. Like, that's the jobs that I get put in. Jamie says, I've helped a lot of people, for sure. I mean, it's showing that you really help people connect to their spiritual sides, which is funny because us spiritual workers, we can see everybody else's purpose. But when it comes to us, we're like, it's like a Patrick moment. We're like, I don't understand anything now. But you have the ability to know other people's gifts and abilities. So maybe that's your gift, maybe that's your gift, to enlighten people on what their gifts are. It reminds me of a lot of that movie. What is that movie called? Encanto. That's the movie. You're Maribel, girl. You're Maribel and the grandmother. You're literally Maribel and the grandmother, and butterflies. I'm seeing butterflies for you. So I think that's your grandmother actually telling me that's a representation of you. Have you seen Encanto? Jamie, have you seen Encanto? Because it's a great representation of you. And these butterflies, these yellow butterflies specifically. Jamie says, I've always felt like I was an old soul from a young age. If you have not watched Encanto, I want you to watch it. Oh, she said I haven't, but I'll give it a shot. Right on time, girl. Check out Encanto, because you are literally Maribel. I want you to watch it, and you will understand a lot of why that is you. Yeah. And that is a remarkable gift that she has. Strength. Everything you've experienced in your life has made you strong and courageous. So you've been through a lot. And that's what healers experience. And you definitely did get the healer card, by the way. You've been through a lot. And a lot of this has been so enlightening for you, so much so that you can light up other people's path. So your spiritual gifts and abilities are consistent with healing others, enlightening others, and helping others to see their truth and accept their truth. And I don't know why I also see you dancing like spinning. Yeah, I see you dancing. And you look good. I dance in my room and in the shower a lot. You look good dancing. I feel like dancing is a really great for you to channel your energy. I tend to dance with my dog. I love that. I used to dance with my dog. I used to also play hide and seek with him. He's 8. And I'm so sad that he's that old because I'm like, how did 8 years go by so fast? But yeah, I used to dance with him and play hide and seek with him. And he actually would try to find me, and I would see him and he would be lost, and I would be cracking up. I'd be like, how does he not smell me? Like, is he even a dog? Yeah, but yeah, you're a healer. So that is your spiritual gift and ability. So let's see what your grandmother and your mother wants to say to you. The angel numbers 3s are really showing up today. 33 specifically just showed up for you, Jamie. Angel number 33. What's that trying to tell me? You're very family oriented. It's almost like when people are around you, they feel like they're family. So that is a beautiful gift to have, to be able to make people feel like they're at home. I also want to let you guys know, I don't feel even the slightest bit drained, which is remarkable because I've been on here for an hour and 20 minutes. So that is really good. So let's see what your mom and your grandmother says. Aw. Jamie, do you see cardinals a lot? Blue jays, maybe? Okay. And now we're about to go in depth because I can already tell they're going to be trying to show me stuff. So let me clear off this desk a little bit. Try to clear out my energy. All right. Let's see. So the first message that came out for you, Jamie, specifically from your mother. I feel like your mother and your grandmother are saying this first. She said, I see a lot of symbolism with birds throughout my life. This is why I asked you, because of this bird. It says, and that's a dove, by the way. It says, I am not dead. That is from both your grandmother and your mother. But this message is from your mother. It says, it is not your fault. Did you guys have like an argument or something? Disconnect, maybe you guys weren't that close. She said, remember when I said we have the same earrings? When my mom died, we had a bad argument. Okay, so that's what it is. That argument, it's not your fault. Like, it's not your fault that you had an argument with her. Arguments are part of life, and a lot of people regret having arguments right before people pass away. It's because I want them to know that I love them. Like, I want them. She said she was going through a lot of mental health issues. So Jamie, I actually wanted to talk about that. I was feeling this energy about pills. I don't know if your mother, not your grandmother, your mother used to take pills or something. But I wanted to, and I felt something like right here in my neck. I always saw the pain she was going through and no one else saw it. Yes, she did. So she did take pills. Yeah, I saw like a bunch of pills. Yeah, I saw a bunch of pills. None of this was your fault though. Like none of what your mother was going through was your fault. Even if she slipped up and said something may have been like money or something about money. I can't afford that for you, or I can't do that for you. Like stop asking. It's kind of like the energy that I'm feeling. And she wants you to know none of that was your fault. Like you weren't a burden. It was just she had a burden within her, and it was a burden that was hard to carry, and it caused a physical illness. It caused a physical illness, like a mental and physical illness. She had a lot of mental issues that showed physically. With this neck pain right here, I feel like maybe she popped a couple of veins or vessels or something. Okay, so I'm a little confused also because I can't tell if your mother's trying to show me she was a real life healer or if she was a spiritual healer. I cannot see exactly, but I see her in like nurse clothes or something. Maybe cleaning something. She and my dad weren't in love anymore, and I always tried showing her that she deserved love. Yeah. And that wasn't your burden to carry, you know? That wasn't your burden to carry. And that's a lot of burden for a kid to carry. I remember being in the same similar situation, and I felt like I had to do more of like the things that someone else in the relationship would do for her. Like I would take out the trash, I would open the door for her, for my mom, and like all of this stuff. But as I've gotten older, I'm like, I really didn't have to do that, but I could see the void that she had, and I wanted to fill that void in a way. Like I wanted to do the cute little stuff for her, so that she felt that she deserved that stuff in a man. Yeah, and you grew up really fast. And something about someone invading your privacy, not your mother, but someone, a male figure invading your privacy, not respecting your boundaries. Jamie says, I took flowers from my neighbor's house one time and gave it to her as a gift. That is so cute and so rebel at the same time. Like, you don't know if to be mad at your kid or be like, you're so sweet. Like, you never know what to do. And I bet those neighbors were pissed off. Like, oh, that's funny though. I do not condone doing that to any kids that might be watching this, because like people are really wild nowadays. Like I feel like people be trying to hurt kids and stuff. So just be safe out here. But it's not your fault. And your grandmother and your mother says, I am not dead. Your mother says it's fun. Did you guys live in a trailer? I keep seeing this I don't even know. Is it a trailer? Did you guys live in a trailer? Like, I don't know why I keep seeing a trailer. Was it a small space maybe? Giving like small space. We live in a house, but we used to camp in a pop-up trailer. Okay, I'm wondering why I see a trailer. Now I gotta pick some tarot cards. Because I really don't like when they come through with these clear messages, but it's not clear. Like you're showing me something very clearly, but what are you trying to tell me? What are you trying to tell me? Why are you trying to make me look stupid on here? Let me see. Somebody sent me an email. Got all these text messages. Let's see. Trailer. Oh. Your mother was trying to tell me a memory she has. She remembers you being like protective in the trailer or something. The Seven of Wands came out. So this is definitely showing me you were like a protector for her. And she vividly remembered throughout years of her life, you being protective, you being like a shield, like an armor. I don't know exactly what happened at this trailer or whatever, but it was like you made sure there was protection. You provided protection. And you made her feel safe. So she wants you to know you made her feel safe. They're saying that it is beautiful where they are, and they can see your thoughts and they can connect to your thoughts as well. That's why she showed me the trailer. I get it now. I didn't get it at first. I was like, what is this? But this makes total sense. Seven of Wands is saying you were a protector for her, and she vividly remembers that. She feels that. And now she is awarded that same opportunity to provide you protection in your life. And she says she kisses you on the cheek at night. At first I was going to say the forehead, but it's not the forehead. It's the cheek, or like right here, like somewhere along these lines. And something about she loves your new hairstyle, I think. I don't know. Do you have a new hairstyle? I mean, what in the world? I always sleep on my side. Okay. She's giving you kisses along this line. And me being trans, I grew out my hair. So she loves your new hairstyle. That makes sense. Jamie said, and me being trans, I grew out my hair. So finally, you're saying you have hair now. So yeah, she likes it. She really likes it. Question, did you dye your hair? I think she's saying something like spunky or spunk. I don't know. I don't know what that word is. She could be saying spanky, Spanx. I do not know. Did your mom used to wear Spanx? Is she trying to make you laugh? I'm so confused. I've been thinking of dyeing my hair. If you've been thinking of it and she just said, I see all of your thoughts, I think she's telling you should do it. Just go for it. Is it like a bright color or something? You want to do like blue or something like that? Whatever color it is, I feel like she's saying go for it. Like, don't worry about it. Just go for it. Yeah, I think that's, yeah, your mother and your grandmother just want you to know that they're there for you. Your mother is like heavy in your life though, like heavy in your life right now. So yeah, that is beautiful. Remarkable. I'm not getting any more messages. It seems like that's all that your mother and your grandmother wanted to say. I'm going to try to see if your grandmother can tell me something. Did your grandmother pass at a young age though? Like, because I'm not really getting anything from them. I'm not really getting, sometimes I get memories, but I can't really see anything. I do see something like this, like, I don't know if your grandmother used to do that. And I look so stupid just now. But yeah, I don't know if your grandmother used to go like this and say smooches or something or sugar. I think it's smooches though. Give me smooches. Give me. Who passed from throat cancer? You said she passed from throat cancer and always sang in the church choir. Who was that used to do that? Your grandmother. Did your grandmother used to have a lot of wine glasses or a lot of like travel wine glasses or shot glasses? Like a china cabinet type of thing that has like a whole bunch of travel stuff in it? Let me know. Oof. My throat is itching now. Look, y'all, y'all people be trying to really show me what's going on by making me feel stuff, smell stuff. Light was switching. And it's not even doing it no more. So Teresa, I guess your grandmother went with you. Because my throat was literally itching. I was like, stop. And earlier I felt like this pain shoot through this side of my neck. My YouTube disconnected for some reason. Girl. Three of Swords. Oof. When did your grandmother pass away? Was it at a young age? Like really young? Like 14, younger maybe? It says Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Three of Swords. Your grandmother says your heart won't be broken for long. Your heart won't be broken for long. Girl, how you gonna restart your computer in the middle of a reading? How we gonna do that? I guess, does anybody else have any other questions? Jamie got me cracking up over here. Laura had questions. Okay. Any love messages about what's happening coming with me in EP? I want to know where it's going. Let's see. I see some fun vibes here. I see some fun vibes. This relationship seems fun. Yeah, it seems fun. Like, I wouldn't say simple, but fun. Like walk in the park, swinging your hands, turning around, dancing, Laura says it's very fun. Yeah, it's like a light energy. But I see why you're asking where it's going. I get it. Because when you have so much fun, you're like, what's going on now? We rib each other constantly. What does that mean? I think that's like a UK thing because I don't know, girl. I don't know what that means. Yeah, this is so fun. It's like a light. Are you saying you guys joke a lot with each other? I think I might have just gotten that. I might have just gotten what you're saying. Make fun of each other. Yep. Because I literally heard in my head joning, and I was like, oh, I feel a little stupid. That's nice having ancestors that come through and they're like, girl, I just went to the UK and now I know what it means. Jamie, I was pretty much done your reading, hun. Your grandmother and your mother just wanted you to know that they were there for you. And your grandmother said that your heart won't be broken for long. Yeah, your grandmother was just like, your heart won't be broken for long. And she said something about a Bobby. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that means. I don't know. But yeah, Laura, this relationship is really fun. And I think it's a healthy amount of fun. And it's really good for you because I don't know if you went back to school or something, but it's kind of just the amount of fun that you need in your life while you're doing something serious. So you may be wondering where it's going. And I'm going to actually try to answer that as best as I can for you. But I feel like it's in a really good place right now with your life getting a little serious. There's something in your life getting serious. Serious black. Oh my God. I just kept saying serious and then I was thinking about Harry Potter. I'm going to have to watch that tonight. She says I'm applying to law school. Okay, that makes sense. I feel like you need this fun then. I feel like this fun is good. And to be honest, the energy I'm feeling is you don't necessarily need to know when the fun will be over or if it ever will be. I just feel like you need to embrace it where it is now. And I feel like this message might be coming through for a while for you just to let things go through their time span. I haven't even touched the cards yet. Let's see. Basically, love messages for me and EP because right now it's super uncertain because of circumstances. We're pretty in love. He told me a while ago, but it's very uncertain. Not a relationship officially, but it feels like we're each other's one. I feel like it sounds weird because I would never say this to anyone, but the energy that I'm feeling, I feel like it should stay that way for now. And I wonder if it's, are you asking because one of you guys is about to move? Are you asking because someone's moving? Who's moving? Who's moving? Somebody's moving. He's moved to the US. Okay, there we go. There we go. Here's the answers coming through. Girl, I'm on it today. All right. Okay, I can see why you're asking. I literally saw a moving. And I was like, that's why she's asking. I think that's why you're asking. Laura said, you're so good. Thank you, girl. I'll be trying. Oh my God. Yeah. So with the move, I feel like I totally understand why you're asking. So let's try to see. I feel like things are so simple though. Like I feel like this energy doesn't need to go anywhere. Like even though he's moved, I feel like it doesn't need to go anywhere. Seven of Cups, Laura. It looks like you've got some choices. Is there another guy trying to get with you? Because it just looks like you have some choices. And she said, what? Laura, play a lawyer. I heard lawyers are players. Laura said, ha ha ha. Low key a little bit, but I'm not interested. Girl. Oh my God. And then I just felt Scorpio energy too. I'm just cracking up in here. I bet my neighbors are like, who the fuck is she talking to? Laura. Playa. I really feel like, and I feel like this energy is so clear. She said I'm a Scorpio rising. This energy is so clear. It's really telling me just let things be where they're at. I don't feel like you need any answers. And I know that's exactly what you're asking me for, but I don't feel like you need any answers. I feel like the reason why I got so many symbols with the moving, the other guy in the picture, there's also a woman that's interested in you. I don't know if you're bisexual or bi-curious or whatever, but there's a woman interested in you as well. I think she's a cashier, but I think you see her often. No, I don't know. But you're a player. You're a flirt. I can tell. You're just a big old flirt. But you don't need to know where this is going. Just enjoy it. That's a big energy that I'm getting. Just enjoy it. The Chariot is saying things are about to move really fast in your life. Laura said, I'm bi. Yep, but I don't know any women that are interested right now. She said, totally am a flirt, red-handed. I can feel it. I can feel this flirty energy, this like wink, but like you're not really winking at them, but they can feel the wink and they're like, is she hitting on me? Or like, is she just quirky? Like, what's going on here? I'm nervous, but I like it. That's the type of energy that I'm getting from the people that you flirt with. Yeah, there's definitely a woman that's interested in you. Do you go to like the same store every week or something? Like, could maybe be a thrift store or grocery store or something. There's a woman cashier. I think specifically a cashier. I see her handling money and putting it in one of those thingamajigs with a computer and the registers. Look at me, so smart. Took me a minute though. But yeah, I see things moving kind of fast. Is it a bookstore? Do you go to a bookstore? Nope, don't think so, but I'll keep a lookout. It might be a bookstore, library or something. I don't know. There's a woman interested in you, highly interested in you. I think she might have red hair, and she may not be a natural redhead, but I think she has red hair. Yeah, that was weird. So getting back to this, Seven of Cups, the Moon, the Chariot. The Chariot, okay, so you've got two major arcana cards. This is powerful. This means you're really touching into your higher energies right now. So you may be manifesting more than usual or meditating more or being more intentional with your actions. This is really good for you. This is really, really good for you. Things are moving faster because you've been focusing on your intentions. So the things that you've been focusing on, I want to say for the last 4 years, there's been something you've been focused. Are you writing a book? Yeah, you're writing a book. You're writing a book or a dissertation, I think is the word. Dissertation. That is about to move a lot quicker. You're about to get some guidance, like a mentor guiding you or something. She says, Laura says, makes sense. I'm trying to get my law place so bad. Laura, yep, university, work, and career. Does that mean you're writing a book? I don't really know what that means. But yeah, it's about to start moving very fast. Your career is definitely about to be moving fast. And I feel like with relationship getting serious, this would add more stress to your life. So this fun that you're being awarded in this relationship is allowing you to still, she said, book is on hold. Probably not for long. I think it has something to do with your degree or something. I think you're going to have to actually move forward on it because it has something to do with law. It has something to do with something you're trying to put into action. So I don't think it'll be on hold for much longer. I think you're about to start either planning for moving forward on it or you're actually going to start moving on it. And October is a big month for you. This is a lot of messages coming through. October is a big month for you. I get it. I'm just salty at the prospect of him not being exclusive with me and getting with other people. Yeah, and I'm not trying to make you nervous or anything because you're a flirt too, but he's definitely a flirt. He's giving like this strong jawline, like I'm just gonna turn this light off because I swear to God it's a ghost. I'm turning the light off, it's going off, bye. But yeah, I feel like it's totally fine. It's totally fine that you guys are not very serious because you can't handle serious right now. I really feel like you can't handle serious right now. It's just too much. It's too much. Just keep having fun. That is the huge energy that I'm getting. Just keep having fun. Keep exploring your career right now more than your love life. So yes, give love to your love life as well, but your love life does not need to be serious. Your career life is already serious. So just go with the flow here. I don't really feel like your relationship right now needs to be serious. I feel like it's exactly what it needs to be right now. That's it. Like that's the energy that I feel. The moon is telling me you're in tune with your intuition as well. So if you feel something intuitively, don't be scared to reach out and ask to see if it is true. It can scare some people when they hear about your intuition and stuff, but it needs to be heard. So if you feel something is off, go ahead and message him and be like, hey, you know, what's going on with this? And when you ask somebody on FaceTime or you can actually see their face and you have a strong intuition, you'll know. And don't forget you have options. She said emotions gross. You're definitely a Scorpio rising because Scorpios do not like dealing with emotions. Like they just can't. And it's so funny because Pisces are just all into their emotions, but it really just cracks me up that Scorpios are like, hell no. Like, what is that? Yeah, Laura, this does not need to get serious at all. Not at all. Especially not right now. Something is about to start moving really super fast for you. So, Scorpio Mars too. Girl, not Scorpio is how you communicate. Oh my God, that is crazy. That's wild. All right, so I want to know where it's going. So let me actually ask, where's it going? Where's it going? Where's it going within the next 2 months? Let's just ask within the 2 months. Make it simple. Looks like it'll be good. Within the next 2 months, looks like it'll still be good. It'll still be fun. You got the star card. This is saying go forward with hope and optimism and see things positively. And he's like Sag everything. I think I'm a Sagittarius or an Aquarius rising. I can't remember. I know I'm Capricorn is my sun sign, and then my moon and rising is either Sagittarius or Aquarius. I always get them two mixed up. But yeah, either way, it makes sense. All right. Yeah, I think we're cleared on your energy, girl. What do you think about the message? What do you think about the relationship? Because you got the star card. That's really good. That's a good sign. That means there's still hope and optimism. Okay, awesome. As long as we're still into each other and he doesn't fall out of love with me, because my Scorpio rising will be pissed. Either way, it'll be good for you, no matter what happens, because I see you always having options. Like, your options are very unlimited. Actually, to be honest with you, telling you more about your life rather than his, I feel like once you get into law school, you're just going to be dripping all over the place. Let's just say that. And I'm going to leave it at that. I don't want to get too explicit, but Yeah, so I wouldn't be too worried because either way, I feel like you will be fine. And he will too. So she said, I'm dying. Not for real though. I don't ever want to get too explicit, but sometimes I see stuff. I don't remember if you remember, Laura, but there was one woman who was in here, and I was like, y'all got some feet stuff going on in y'all's relationship. I was like, y'all got foot fetishes and all types of stuff. Like, I saw all of that, and it was just so crazy for me. Like, you guys have no idea what it's like being psychic, and you see all of this crazy stuff, and you're like, should I tell them? Like, I see stuff very vividly. Especially when I have personal readings. Like when I'm not on here, I feel like I can say so much more. When I do my personal readings, I really go in depth. Laura, do you remember you changed your wallpaper? And before you came into your reading, I was like, I feel like you changed your wallpaper, and I don't understand why that matters. That was freaking funny. Oh my God. Like the fact that I knew your wallpaper was changed before seeing you. Being psychic is weird. It is so weird. Like you get these random stupid messages and it's like, why does that even matter? Laura said, I'm glad you didn't see anything with me. And because that's intense. Yeah, girl, I don't want to see all that. I don't want to see all that. Yep, the wallpaper. I will never forget that. There are so many amazing times I've had being psychic. Really amazing. You guys might remember the woman whose son was in a coma, and I predicted that he would wake up, and she's like, are you sure? Because he's been in a coma for 4 years. And I was like, yeah, he'll wake up, give it like 2 weeks. She was like, because I think she was gonna pull the plug. And he did wake up. And I remember her getting back on here, and she said the info I get is never useful. That's because you're psychic. So you already can provide the information to yourself. I can clear up the messages for you, but most likely you've already known what it is because like you're psychic. By the way, that moon goddess is still trying to become your deity or something. I don't know why that's coming through. But yeah, there's been a lot of times where I've had incredible experiences being psychic. And that's why I know it's a God-given gift. Like so many people say negative things about it, but I really just feel like I'm connected to source. And that's as simple as it gets. I'm connected and I understand stuff. So Laura says, I overthink way too much with the messages I get. I totally understand that, girl. The more you meditate, though, the more you'll understand it and the more clear it'll come through. I know the more I meditate, that's what happens to me. I understand it a lot better. Thank you, Laura. You're amazing too. I really do think you're amazing. Every time I connect to your energy, I'm just like, she's so like you're the type of person. What the hey yo. I'm so blown that I just pulled this off of my plant earlier because it took forever to grow this leaf. Anyway, you're the type of person that is dark and light. And I like dark and light people because they're honest about stuff. And I'm still laughing about this plant. But you're very honest about your stuff and you're all in tune with yourself where you don't mind letting the darkness out if it's necessary. And I like that about you. And I like that about Scorpios because everything is not all light. Everything's not all light. And a lot of people think they're just supposed to live all light and love, but sometimes you're going to feel a little darkness. Sometimes you're going to feel a lot of darkness. She says, I love my dark. And you should. That is true self-love. If you can love your darkness, that's true self-love. If you can love your light and your darkness, that's true self-love. You have to be willing to love both of those pieces of you, or else you will not be balanced. If you're too much light, people will step all over you. If you're too much dark, people will hate you and you'll hate yourself as well. You'll start to hate yourself because you just feel like you can't find any light. You can't find any truth. So the dark and the light are both truth, to be honest, but they're both truth when they're together. Like people call the truth the light. But the darkness is also very revealing and it's very true. And dude, darkness is so useful. It illuminates. Exactly. Light is already light. It has nowhere to go. Yep. And they cannot exist without each other. They wouldn't even have a name. They wouldn't exist without each other. So channel more of your light and your dark, guys, together. And when somebody's got you effed up, show them that they got you effed up. Okay? That's when you need to channel that darkness. And when you feel like people are walking all over you, channel that darkness so that you can balance the situation. It's just like math. Like math is really just a whole bunch of equations that balance things out. You know how if you want to let's say get the number 12, you can do multiple different equations to get to number 12, but you can also subtract and stuff to get the same answers and the same numbers and all of that stuff. That's balance. So think of light and dark as balance and as a connection. That's how you remain connected with yourself. I like playing with my hair. I'm glad I grew it back out. It's why the moon card is so complicated. It's dark and light. It sure is. And you actually got the moon card for your reading. So that's pretty cool. Let me see if I can get something else for you. That'll probably be my last pull. Ace of Wands, girl. Ace of Wands. You are manifesting something. Not with all these fingerprints. Ew. Y'all see that? Somebody could steal my whole persona and everything with these fingerprints. All they gotta do is get some tape and put it on my computer. That's still my whole life. God damn it. Anyway, Ace of Wands, you are hella magical and you're creating your own life right now. And everything you've been working on the last 4 years is coming into fruition. Laura says, I was going to say, I love your hair like this. Thank you, girl. Ace of Wands, OMG, I hope it's getting me a law place training contract. Girl, it's already yours with the Ace of Wands. And in the beginning of this video, and you might want to watch it, I was talking about this full moon, this super moon in Capricorn. This is all about your work life, where you want to be, your dreams that you're manifesting, how you're going to get there, and all of that energy is here now. You have until July 16th, 2022 to start putting your manifestations together, burning your intentions, burying your intentions, or praying your intentions, whatever makes you feel most comfortable. Start putting those intentions out there. Start putting those intentions out there, guys, because this moon is so powerful that it's contributing to the next 5 to 6 months. Like this energy, and I told you, I think, because I keep hearing October is going to be big for you, Laura. I was going to say I feel like burning something. Girl, yes. I burn intentions all the time, and that's one of my favorite ways to make things happen because I feel like it happens very fast. I had my husband burn his intentions for the first time. And the next day, everything went much better than he thought. And it happened overnight. So use this energy right now to manifest your intentions. This is no joke. This energy right now is so strong. So use your powers, your supernatural abilities, your way of manifestation, and your magical capabilities to create the life that you want. Take more control. This Ace of Wands is a sign for everyone. Yes, this came out for Laura, but I feel like this is a sign for everyone. Use your mind for good right now. Be very intentional with what you want. This is the time, y'all. Laura said, yeah, October. I don't know what you're trying to do in October, but October will be a very transformative month for you. I feel like you'll be awarded something, possibly money. Yeah, possibly money. I think that might be money or whatever you're working on, girl. I don't know. But I feel like money is involved in this situation. And Laura says, I have no idea. Maybe it's a job or something. It might be. But yeah, guys, use your mind to create your life right now. This is the big energy that I'm getting. And I really do hope everyone enjoyed this 2 hours, which is crazy. I might do this tomorrow too, though. But 2 hours of going live. I very much enjoyed it. Laura says, thank you so much. I love you guys so much. And if you want a personal reading, you can book me through my website, linamysticoracle.com, where I do Reiki attunement, chakra analysis, all that good stuff. And I do personal readings as well. I love you guys, and I will see you hopefully tomorrow. See ya. Bye.